Welcome to our final recorded GSAPP argument course for summer 2017. I'm Xingjian.
I'm Peiyu.
In this video, we will talk about an article, The Case of the Traveler, Claims for a Post-Identitarian Representation by Nora Agawi. The article is an introduction of a book, The Arab City, Architecture and Representation.
As the co-author of the book and the author of introduction, Nora Agawi is an architect based between Amman and New York. As director of Columbia GSAPP Studio X Amman, she leads the conceptualization and implementation of public programs and research on architects in Arab region. She studied architecture at Bachelor Academy of Art and Design in Jerusalem. In 2011, she received her Master of Science in Critical, Curatorial and Conceptual Practice in Architecture from Columbia GSAPP, also known as MSCCCP, where he received the CCCP Thesis Award.
Since 2014, she has been teaching a graduate history, theory, and visualization course at Columbia GSAPP. She also joined the architecture and urban design faculty, where she teaches an urban design studio focused on water infrastructure and distribution inequality along the Jordan Valley.
The article is based on the record of the conference 2014 held under the topic of architecture and representation. International architects and scholars gather at Wood Auditorium in Avery Hall on November 21, 2014 to investigate cultural representation, the evolution of historical cities, contemporary architectural practice, emerging urban conditions, and responsive urban imaginaries in Arab world.
The article is more of a record to the conference, and in the conference, tremendous opportunity was presented for the Arab cities. Do you think that the author has a clear and strong position to argue and defend since the very beginning? Well, at least judging from the materials and information that she has provided, there is indeed an argument that she wants to make, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The author's argument should be promoting the traveler themes in the title, which encourage a post-editorial position in architecture and even in the whole academic world. The authors advocate democracy, non-national buildings, academic freedom, and fights against the political authority and dictators that keep casting negative influence on culture and academic world.
Yes. The author mentions Jacques Rancière, who argues that democracy can only be practiced when struggle arises between the represented subject and the non-represented subject. This is based on the 2011 uprisings in the Arabian world, which was a revolutionary wave of both violent and non-violent demonstrations, protests, riots, coups, and civil wars. People called for democracy and wanted to bring down the regime, and in the meantime suffered from the violence.
And the author also mentioned the facility score warning on architecture rules as facilitating stabilization and unification in national buildings. This is based on the assumption that architecture serves as a medium of political shaper and has the potential to make a difference in society through practice.
The third evidence is from Edward Said, who argues that academic freedom is at risk when national identity performs dominance, and the loss of academic freedom will result in lack of imagination and conservatism. The Arabization, knowledge in purpose of imperial control, and technologies for remote control are the cases that support such argument.
To embrace academic freedom is to give up identity and go for variety. There are two different ways to inhabiting academic in universities. One is the professional way where a potentate serves everything with detachment and authority. This entails what should and should not be taught and included. Defining disciplinary boundaries, reinforce existing canons. The potentate must guard one place and defend its frontiers. The other is based on the figure of the migrants, depends on motion and willingness to go into different masks. The travelers cross over, travels territories and bound fixed position all the time.
The strength of the argument is obvious, that the author used evidences from several people in various fields, such as politics, architecture, and academy, to support her argument, which makes the idea comprehensive and convincing, avoiding one-sided argument, while the weakness of it also lies in multi-faced evidences.
In our perspective, the author was a little restricted by the format of a conference record. We are missing the systematically method to organize evidence. That is, evidence are still like fragmentary information from different fields. It's better to make evidence close organized and work with each other, so that they could serve together for the overall argument in a systematic process, rather than just record others' opinion.
The author mentions a lot of influence that politics have on architecture, culture, academy, and city, which leads us to reflect what really defines them. The true identity of the city is defined by the cultural value and people who share it collectively, rather than the general boundary that's defined by a political dictator. City is the collection of history and life through time, and will possibly remain even longer than a nation.
We would emphasize the importance of traveler in academic realm, the importance of cross-boundary and cross-disciplinary practice. This is based on the freedom of academy, which liberates university to become reformer, rather than those who only represent the interest of establishment power. As it is said in the article, if we have to be ourselves and only ourselves in the real world, then in academic, we shall be able to discover and travel among other selves, other identities, and other variety of human adventure.